All right, hello, all you night readers. Welcome and thanks for being here. I am really interested in knowing if you guys can hear me okay, if I'm too loud, too soft, too whatever. All right, so if you could let me know, I would appreciate that. I am trying something completely different here, and I want to see if it's actually going to work. So let's get you guys in and see where we are. There we are. All right. So, Lisa got here first. Yay. Can I see anything happening soon regarding the family? Not if I don't do that. All right, so can I see anything coming soon regarding the family? Hello, Georgia Peach. Hello, Suzanne, Yvonne. All right, so if you guys could just leave me a comment, let me know how the sound is. Like I said, I have changed things a bit around, and I don't know how things are sounding. I really don't have a clue. So I'm hopeful that someone will tell me. All right, so here's what I get for you, Elise. Sounds good, Suzanne. Yeah, that's good. Not too loud, not too soft, not too anything, just right. I want to be like the Porridge and Goldilocks, right? Just right. All right, so here's what I see. Here is what I see for you, Elise. I see where you're gonna, you've got ideas coming. You've got ideas, and those ideas are good. I think they're going to come to you very clearly, right? You're going to have a very clear idea and know just what it is you're looking for. When you do that, that's going to help with your, you got to use this intuition, right? You're going to use this intuition here. Use that gut feeling as to how things are going regarding the family. Okay. I think that's going to be a huge help. I think you're going to really need to rely on that. And, if you rely on it, it'll be helpful. If you don't rely on it, well, then it may not be so helpful. Okay. Because the high priestess tells you, have some patience with people, have some understanding with people, understand what they might be going through, and use your intuition. Your intuition is going to make a big, big deal out of this whole thing. So, I think you are, again, I think you're that very free spirit. I think you want to discover new things and explore new things, and I think you want to leave the old things in the past. Yeah, I definitely think that you want to leave the old things in the past. The hangman tells me, maybe you need to just change your outlook on a few things here and there. The outlook, maybe not quite as good as other people in the family. Everybody does not see things the same way as you do all the time, right? And well, hey, that happens. People have differences of opinion, and that's, that happens in families. That's an easy one, right? But I do think that, again, the Empress, everybody keeps telling me that Lisa wants a baby. I don't know. If it's not you, it's definitely someone around you. It's definitely someone around you. All right, so keep that in mind. Someone in the family. Someone around you. Georgia Peach says the sound is great over here. Good. And Suzanne Riley said it was good. So I am going with it. I am thinking this is an okay setup that I got going on here. I switched from using my laptop to a 27-inch iMac. Very different, but the setup is extremely different too. And I still haven't figured out how to get sound out of my headphones so I can hear what the sound is like through the microphone. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But the show must go on, right? And as long as you guys can hear me, and as long as things are sounding okay, then we will continue. I will let you know there will be no 11:30 show on Monday. No show on Monday. And I will take that off the list of, the preset list. So yeah, there won't be an 11:30 show Monday. I have a doctor's appointment that I had previously scheduled. I didn't realize that it was at 11:30, but it was. All right, Temperance, there it is. Yvonne. Again, family circumstances are all about rules, right? And protection. I think rules and protection come out very strongly. I think the family's got some specific rules that they like to follow as a group. I think everybody likes to protect everyone else, and that works. It works out really well. It's just that again, you've got one person in the family here that is not playing nice, and I can see where you're begging for this person to join back into the group, right? You've got a whole crowd of Farrells, right? There's 7 of them here. This is the 7 of Cups, so there's 7 of them. But you want the Farrell that's out on the fringe, that's out on the outside. You want them to come in and come back to the family. You've laid the groundwork. You've given them every chance you can. You've tried to make things better for them. And I just don't see where that's happening. I think it's just giving you stress and anxiety, and things are just not going right. They're just not going right. You do have to have some patience. But it's still, you still have to have your own peace of mind before anybody else. And that's going to be the most important thing. Have patience with everyone in the family. They're all dealing with this together. And I believe that, everybody's going through these feelings. So that's what I see. That's what I see for you, Yvonne. All right. All right, Suzanne. It is good to have you. It is good to have you. Yeah, you're welcome. So I'm not too loud. I'm not too soft. That's a good thing. Hey, Ritu. Hey, hello, Evox. Evox, you're new. Since you are new, if you would do me a favor, please click on like me here on YouTube, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have shows twice a day, every single day. And this way you can get notifications when I come on. My shows are 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So keep that in mind. I really would appreciate it, though. The subscription would really be a great help. All right, so Suzanne, what is going on? Justice and temperance in the same reading. Oh my. You know, we talk about that all the time, right? Justice and temperance. Justice and temperance. Sure enough, there it is. All right, so I think you are. I think you are defying everything right now. I think you feel defiant. I think you feel like you really need to stand tall, figuratively, right? I'm not saying stand up and, stretch and anything like that, but I think, you just feel like you need to defend yourself. Things have happened in the past, because she's looking this way, which is the past. Things have happened in the past that have made you upset and made you sad and hurt your feelings, right? You've had hurt feelings before, and I think you've put some walls up here. The walls are up to protect yourself. So I think the Knight of Wands tells us that, you are a people person. You can be a people person. That's what you really like to do. That's how you would really like to be all the time. Helpful and, creative, excited about things. I think you're ready to go to do something. Not ready to go somewhere, but to do something. Right? I think you feel like just things are not being fair to you, though, right now. Life is not being fair. And I can understand that. Life isn't being fair. Life is telling you to be patient. Always, always with temperance, I see patience. That's a huge thing. Do things in moderation. Don't do everything all at once. All right. I think, if you just take your time, do things a little bit differently. I do believe that there is potential for things to happen, for good things to happen, right? You should be very optimistic. You should be optimistic about the future, because the future is, even though there may be setbacks, I do truly believe that things will be good. And if you continue with the optimism, then you will, you'll start feeling better about things and feeling better about yourself. And working that self-confidence back in, and then you won't be so defiant. You won't be so short with everyone. I'm short with everyone just because I'm short. So, all right. Georgia Peach, like I said, thank you so much for the feedback. Let me know that the microphone sounds okay on here now. Like I said, I completely switched computers from my laptop to a big iMac desktop. I went from a Windows laptop to an iMac desktop, and, well, it works great. This picture is amazing. It's 27 inches, 27-inch screen. My goodness, it's like being at the movie theater. I don't even have to look at the tarot cards. All I got to do is look at the screen. They're bigger on the screen than they are on my table. And closer, too. It gives me more room. That was the whole point of it. It gives me much more room. Because actually on the desk itself, the footprint of it is much smaller than where the laptop used to have to go. So, Yeah, Suzanne, that's exactly how things are going, huh? Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. But I think there's optimism at the end. Remember that. All right, Georgia Peach, will RS reach out to reconcile? All right. Let's see. I think that you are going to have some understanding about how things are with RS right now. I think, you know, you have to realize that RS may not be ready for this. It may not be ready to do this. And you're going to have to figure out how to deal with that with some patience and understanding, right? Use your intuition, use that gut feeling. I've been saying that a lot lately because that's been coming up a lot. It's really been coming up and popping in my head a lot. So yeah, I really think use that gut feeling. The gut feeling will make you feel better. It'll make it so that you can, you know, you'll understand what's coming. You'll understand if it's going to be good or not with RS. I do see movement, right? I see where he is taking off to go somewhere. Hopefully is to reach out to you. That's what the movement is reaching out. I'm hoping. I am hopeful. But I do think that in the past, this relationship, when you were in the relationship the first time, I think there was something sneaky that was going on, right? Something a little underhanded, something behind your back. And I just don't, again, I have to ask, if you get back together, things will be wonderful for a while. But is that really what you want? If this is true, if this what I say here is true about something shady going on, is there really a good reason for you to want to do that again? To live through this every single day when you don't know what's going on, when you're not sure, when that person is, could be out and about and doing things and you don't know. You just don't know. I think it's something to think about, right? I think they're going to reach out to you. Yes, I definitely think there's going to be some, they're going to reach out to you. I think you'll go through that, that beginning dating honeymoon period again if the two of you reconcile. But remember what happened in the past and think about if that's what you want in your future again. Okay? That's what I see for you, Georgia Peach. I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody for being here. I think I'm flying solo today with no moderators. Yay. Woohoo, no moderators. It's like going to school and having a substitute teacher. Everybody's gone. You can just do whatever you want. I can go crazy today and I don't have to, and nobody's going to tell me anything different. Atenia, how are you? Is your person in love with his ex-partner and trying to get back with her? They do share a son. Very interesting. They do share a son together, and that's something to keep an eye on. That's something you're going to want to know. So let's see what we get for you. Is your person in love with his ex-partner? So first off, I know your person is male, and I know his ex-partner is female because they have a son. And you said, is he trying to get back with her? I pick up on these things. I pay attention. I know what's going on. So, don't forget the best way to guarantee a reading is to donate. That does guarantee you'll get a reading today. It guarantees your question gets moved up to the top of the list, so you don't have to worry about, if you're when your reading's coming, or if you're getting a reading, or if we run out of time. You are guaranteed a reading if you donate. So that's important to know, right? That's a good thing to know. All right. So, is he in love with his ex-partner? I think he is very thankful for all of the things he has right now. Now, are the two of you together, Atenya? Are you two together? Because that's going to make a big difference in what I say next. I am going to tell you, though, like I said, he's very grateful. He's very thankful for the things he has. He feels like he is at peace. He feels like he's, very peaceful with the way things are in life right now. I think there's hope, right, for him. I think there's hope. I think there's healing. I think there's, I just think there's a lot of things going on there with him. I think, I think he feels comfortable somewhere that he feels safe. His comfort level and his safety level are on and off. Okay, so you are not together since quarantine. I think he feels like he has just enough right where he is. That's what I think. I do see success, though, which means, if you're trying to get back together, which, it kind of seems like that might be the case, I think you will be successful in that. I think you should have some confidence. You have confidence in yourself that he is, just because you haven't been together since quarantine doesn't mean that you guys can't be, you can't talk to each other, or you can't communicate with each other and stuff like that. You really need to. You still want to communicate with them if this is what you want. If you want to be with him, continue the conversation. You have a lot of people here. You have a lot of support. There's a lot of support there. And use your inner strength. Not your physical strength, but your inner strength. That's extremely important. The more you use the inner strength, the better you will feel, right? You just have to tame one side, right? You just have to tame yourself a little bit and have the wild meet up with the not so wild. Use your inner strength. Be courageous, right? Do things with conviction. I think you just need to change your outlook on the whole thing. I really do. I think you need to change your outlook with him. If he's going to have any feelings towards her at all, then, maybe it's time for you to look in other directions. And that might be the case. That just might be the case. Because I do see he's very happy right where he is, and he's thankful for what he has, and he knows he has exactly what he wants. And there you go. You just said they see each other almost every day. And that's kind of what he's happy about. He's happy with that. And since the two of you have not had any real communication or anything since quarantine. He does not believe that you are still together. He doesn't believe that that you want to be with him and back with him. So I think that's what I see for you. That's what I see at Tenia. It's not what I think I see. It is what I see. I just think that's how things are. I do. All right. So Braveheart. Braveheart, how are you? Is there any message from your spirit guides? Messages from your spirit guides. Again, if you guys can't hear me or I'm too loud, or just too much, let me know. Please let me know how it sounds, because again, I changed computers and this is, I have not really had time to figure out. I know I'm getting sound through because you guys are getting your readings and you're answering questions and stuff like that and all, but I just don't, I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it's loud or soft or what. I did get some feedback that it was, it sounded good and all before, and I just want to continue to make sure that that is the case, so that as I move forward throughout the shows and throughout my recordings and stuff like that, that I want to make sure things are good. I want to make sure they are good to hear. And I did not have time to test anything. All right, so Braveheart. Messages from your spirit guides. I think your spirit guides are telling me that there is a relationship, or there can be a relationship coming to you, right? Prince Charming, your knight in shining armor, holding on to the flowers, heading up to the house, right? He's the knight in shining armor. He's the one that everybody wants to be near. Everybody wants to be around. He's charming, right? Very seductive. I think that's coming to you. If you're already with someone, then I think it's just going to continue that bond even tighter. The King of Swords tells me that there is a lot of structure in your life right now. I think you're very smart, so you structure your life. I think you've disciplined yourself to a point where you know what to do, you know what not to do, and you can keep yourself out of trouble. I think you plan things out really well, right? You're organized. You're a planner. You have your feet on the ground. You're very calm. You're very down to earth. But I think you're very happy also. I think you're happy with your own life. I think you're happy with your family. I think you feel very blessed. You feel safe. You feel blessed. Just don't overdo things. Don't overdo them. You will have that peace that comes in and makes you feel good. It'll make you feel good inside. And that's really what you want. So everybody wants that, right? Everybody wants to feel good. So keep that in mind. That's what I see. That is what I see for you. All right. So thank you very much, Braveheart. All right, let's see what we got going here. I know, it started with Prince Charming, right? That is pretty good. The sound is perfect. The audio is fine. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, because that's a big deal for me. I had a really good virtual mixing board on Windows, and it does not convert over to Mac at all. So I don't have all the control that I used to have, mixing all my audio and sound effects and stuff like that. So, good, Braveheart. I'm glad to hear that. Angela from South Africa. How are you? It is 6 o'clock in the evening there. 6 o'clock Saturday night in South Africa. I hope all is going well. I hope you had a nice day. It is lunchtime here, 12 o'clock. So, that's cool. All right, let's see what we get for you. For a general reading. All right, generally speaking. So we start off with the High Priestess, right? The High Priestess, again, tells you you're going to have to have some patience and understanding with people. You may be a little short-tempered, maybe. Maybe. I think the Ace of Cups is telling me that you have some new emotion coming. There's a new emotions coming to you, right? All the aces are new beginnings. They're new starts of something. Cups is all about emotions because it has to do with water filling the cup. Water is emotions in tarot. And so, yeah, I do see some new emotions coming. I think there's going to be some new healing. I think there's new healing coming along for you. Something that's happened in the past maybe 6 months or so has kind of hurt your feelings or made you feel really bad, right? And, made you feel possibly, sick even. And I think there's going to be I think that's going to be healed. I think you're going to feel better about it. I think those new emotions will come into play and really work well with you. You just have to think on your toes, right? You have to be very decisive. When you make your decisions, when you do things and you make a decision, be very decisive. Make sure that you are, just make sure that your decisions are final, right? You made a decision, you stick to it. That's what you have to do. That's really what you have to do. Otherwise, I think you are a very talkative, curious person. I really do. I think you are. And I believe you are going to be going somewhere, right? Maybe on a trip, maybe traveling, maybe just somewhere local. But I think you're going somewhere, out of the house for sure. But moving along, moving somewhere, I don't think moving your house. I don't think like you're moving residence. I don't really see that with this. I see more of a trip somewhere. Now, whether it's like a week-long trip or it's more like a day trip or it's like a 2-hour trip to the grocery store, it's going to be some type of a trip. It's going to be out of the house, and it's going to be, something that gets you away from home for a little while. All right. So, Angela, that's what I see for you. I hope things are well in South Africa. And like I said, yeah, I see where it's almost 6:05 down there. I definitely see that. All right, so Martinka, it's good to see you. It is good to see you. You'd like to have a reading related to your waking up at 3 a.m. It's almost every night. You feel like someone's trying to connect with you. They're trying to contact you. All right. Let's see what we get for you. All right. Thank you. Thanks, Martinka. It is. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to have everybody here. That's the, I appreciate everybody who comes into the show. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend it with me. I hope you get as much out of it as I do. Because I enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot. All right. You have to really listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to what's going on. Listen also, I'm not going to say intuition again because temperance really isn't intuition, doesn't really have anything to do with that. But it does have to do with you, taking time, keeping that quiet time, right? Because this is in the middle of the night. And, trying your best. You're going to have to train yourself to not just wake up when this happens every time. Maybe there's just nothing happening and you just wake up and think that this is happening, think something's going on. Maybe you're just waking up for no reason. There's no dream, there's no nothing. It is what it is, right? It's just there. It's just a happening. And the happening happens to be that you are, waking up. You're waking up at that time. So I think you will feel better about things if you might want to write them down. Write down what you think, write down what you feel when you wake up. Keep a journal next to your bed. I see where you had things, you were somewhere or with someone or with something, and it kind of got to a point where it was just boring and stagnant, and you've walked away from it. All right, you walked away from someone or something, and you don't come back. You're not, you're not looking back. There is no looking back. And I really think that's, if anyone's trying to connect with you, it might be the person you walked away from. Right? I think you're a hard worker. I think you are working towards perfection all the time. I think you push yourself very hard. And that may have something to do with waking up in the middle of the night also. Because working hard, it just keeps your mind stimulated, right? Throughout the day, throughout the night. And that wakes you up. It just wakes you up. I used to have that all the time too. Nobody tried to contact me, believe me. But you do have the King and Queen of Wands. So if someone is trying to contact you, these are the qualities I think they have. And then you have to put them together with someone you think matches those qualities, okay? So I think they're very energetic. I think they're very friendly. I think they are very warm, honest, and passionate. That's what I think. That's a combination of these two, by the way. Those are all words I would use to combine the King and Queen of Wands together. So that's what I see. That's what I see for you. If you know someone who is like this, someone that you have not seen and you have not gone back to, then that's someone trying to contact you. If you know someone like this who has passed away, then they are trying to contact you through a dream. You just happen to keep waking up every time. And that is, that's really what I see for you, Martinka. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope those descriptions kind of reach out and grab you with, and tell you kind of who it is that you're that we're looking for. Who it is that's trying to contact you. Because I think that's important. I really do think it's important. Hello, Ritu. How are you? Please do me a favor. Please hit subscribe for me. Hit like and subscribe. You're on YouTube. I do appreciate the subscriptions. I hope you will do that for me. I appreciate it. So, you're dealing with a married man, and he is going through a divorce, but his wife and her family are creating a lot of problems. What does her family want from him? All right, what does her family want from him? Interesting. I have so many people that want questions answered. I'm not going to get to everybody in 20 minutes. I'll tell you that. Like I said, if you guys want to guarantee yourselves a reading, you can donate. I have many different ways to help you donate. If you have a phone that does barcode scanning, you can scan up here for PayPal. You can scan down here for Square. That'll take credit cards and Apple Pay. Or you can look across the bottom and it'll tell you all the different ways. You can go to my website, nightreadertarot.com, and there's a donation section there. You can go to PayPal, paypal.me/nightreader326, or I'm also on Cash App, $ the Night Reader Tarot. All right. So there are many different ways to donate. Donations can be in any amount. There is no specific amount to donate. Everything, the money you donate keeps this show going. We've got some new stuff coming up starting tomorrow. Yeah, some cool new things happening tomorrow. So I hope you guys are going to like them. I do 2 live shows every single day, 11:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. We also do Freebie Fridays on Instagram. If you subscribe to me on Instagram, you can, on Fridays, you can get a free reading through video on there, other than being at one of the shows. All right, so I see where his family wants him to turn things around. Her family. Her family wants him to turn things around. They don't want him getting this divorce. They really don't. They want him to turn things around. So this way, right, he would be right side up if he was turned around. He'd be facing the right direction. Right now they think he's going in the wrong direction. And they think he should go back to the wife. They think he should come back to their daughter. I see where that would make them very happy, right? You got the Sun card. The Sun is one of my favorites. It's always been one of my favorites since I started reading tarot, the Sun and the Star. I think the Sun, is telling me that they are very happy the way things are. They would be very happy, if they got back together. It would make them very joyful. It would make them feel like like a success. There was a success of some sort. So something to keep in mind. Definitely something to keep in mind. And you're going to want to keep an eye out for that, right? That's something that's important to them. They don't really see a relationship with you going anywhere, right? this chariot is not going anywhere. Sometimes you see the chariot and the chariot's taking off. It's going really fast and it's moving and stuff like that. And this chariot is not going anywhere because you can't go anywhere if your Sphinx doesn't stand up, right? It would just go around in a circle if this one pulls. So yeah, I don't see where they think that this is really going anywhere with you. I think they feel like there are a lot of other things he can do to save the marriage that he has, because he is still married, right? He's still married. Remember that. I think they feel like there are a lot of things that he can do to save the marriage before the divorce happens. All right? That's what I see for you, Ritu. That's how I think his family is feeling about him. All right? So that's what I see. That is what I see for you. Natasha Jane, I saw your question. You have a date today. Way to go. Well, I'm just happy about that for you. The heck with a reading. You got yourself a date. Woohoo. All right. You got a date later on today with someone who has caught your attention. Let's see what the cards say, right? Oh, I'm so happy for you. It's always nice. It's always nice when something good happens. Or at least that's what you're expecting, right? Something nice to happen. That's the plan, right? That is the plan. So, all right. So, this is good. I think things are going to be good. I think you're going to really get a clear idea of who this person is right off the bat, right from, by the end of this date, you're really going to have a very good idea exactly who this person is. And you're going to know if you want a second date. I think you're going to have some very new emotions, right? I think you're going to feel emotionally drawn to this person. You've already, you're already a bit physically drawn to them because they've caught your eye, caught your attention. So I do think that, those new emotions will be good emotions. I think they're going to be very good, right? You can see the beginnings of a heart in here, which, could feel like the beginnings of love. But I also think there may be some healing from a past relationship that can be helpful to you. So I think not only will you have, new emotions in a good way towards this person, but I think you'll also have some new emotions that's going to get rid of some past issues and some problems that have happened in the past. Because I think they still kind of are in your mind. They're still in your mind a little bit, in your subconscious, right? And I think you need to just get rid of them. And that's going to make things so much better for you, just for you in general. Use your inner strength, right? You know what to do or what not to do. I feel like I'm your father having a conversation before your first date ever. Just have courage, right? Have courage that things are going to go well. Use your inner strength. Use that inner strength. Do things with conviction. If you're going to do it with conviction. If you're going to say something, say it like you mean it. But make sure if you say what you mean what you say. That's important. I think at the end of this whole date, right? The end of the whole date, you end up with the Sun. And the Sun, again, one of my favorites, one of my two favorite cards, all about happiness and joy, feeling very warm inside, and feeling like things were successful. And that is what I see for your date, Natasha Jane. And boy, am I so excited. What time is the date? I got to know what time the date is today. And then I need to know, are you going to be at the 8:30 show tonight? Because if you are, I want an update. If you're not going to be around tonight because you're out on your date, of course, then tomorrow you got to come back and tell me how that date went. Tell me if it went as well as I see it going. All right? So, all right. Val Mary, it's very nice to have you here. Please do me a favor. Again, like I said, please subscribe to this YouTube channel that you're on. I do appreciate that. Get notifications. See that I'm on every day, twice a day. I've got some new stuff coming on. Matter of fact, let me show you what's going to be going on very, very soon. Actually, starting tomorrow. We are going to start a new segment. It's going to be a new recorded show every single day, and this is it. Daily Tarot Tips. That is the new thing that we got going on starting tomorrow. So keep that in mind. It is going to be a daily recorded message of just a general reading for the day for everyone, right? Just a general daily reading that you can kind of refer to. They will be posted every morning my time at least. And it will be something that you can watch it and see if it's right for you. You can see if the day is over already. You can see if it matches up with your day, and if your day is just starting, well, then you can see if it goes the way that the reading goes. But it'll be one general reading every day, just generally for everyone. And it will be called Daily Tarot Tips. Very excited, right? We've had all kinds of new stuff going on this show. The show name, we got a new show name. The show is called Tarot Days and Nights. Nights with a K. I know, a little play on words, right? We have new times. The show used to be on just once a day, every day at 6 o'clock p.m. Now it is on twice a day, 11:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. now. So, and plus we're doing Freebie Friday on Instagram on Fridays. Go figure. What are your ex's feelings towards you? We're talking, but on a very weird space. All right, so I think your ex thinks about how things were in the past, right? I think things were good in the past for a while. You know, you went through that honeymoon stage. But I think things changed. I think things changed during the relationship that, didn't go the way that you really wanted them to. I think he became a little too adventurous, if you understand what I'm saying, right? He wanted to discover other things. He thought the grass was greener on the other side. And what ended up happening, I think, and I'm only telling you this is what I think because it's how I feel. I think he ended up with someone else, and you ended up having to go, and he let you go, right? And you couldn't go back. There was no going back at that time because, you see all the cups here lined up. You can't get back down that path. So there was no going back. You didn't look back. You didn't turn back. Now I think, you guys are trying to give it a second chance. You can see the giving here, right? And that's giving that second chance. I think you're trying to do that. I think it's just awkward. I don't think I don't think it feels good. It doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right the way things are. I think one of you is trying to give this second chance more than the other. I really do. And I think that is part of the problem, part of the awkwardness. I think one of you is kind of trying to get back with the other one more than the other way around. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you, Val? Yeah, because that's what I see. That is definitely what I'm seeing. All right? So, something to keep in mind. Definitely something to keep in mind. All right. Evox, how are you? How you doing? How are you doing, man? I hope you're well. If you would do me a huge favor here on YouTube, please hit like, please subscribe. That's important right there. Subscribing for me, I would appreciate that. That would be a huge favor to me, and I will gladly do your general reading for you. All right, so let's see what we get. Here's what I get. I'm only going to have time for one more reading after this. So if you are going to decide to donate to guarantee your reading, now would be the time to do that. Definitely the time to do it. Because otherwise, my next reading will be my last reading of the day. So, all right. Just letting you know. Okay, so we have no donations yet, and that's fine. So, Evox, I think you're looking toward your future, right? You're trying to make some plans for your future. You have something that you want to do, and I think you have someone you want to do it for, right? You want to plan that future for someone. I think you just have to have some understanding that things aren't going to happen immediately. They're not going to happen in a day. Plans do take time, so have some patience. Just follow the rules that are set for whatever it is you want to do. There is structure there. There is tradition. Use your family tradition when it comes to moving forward. When it comes to looking to the future. I think I see where there's travel involved. I see where you could be going on a trip. Or with you, I actually feel like you're actually moving where you live. You're looking to move to a different place, somewhere else. I really do. I think you're looking to move somewhere else. The King of Pentacles tells me that you are very successful in the work that you do. I think you are a very dependable person. I think you have realistic expectations about things. So I think you are someone who really wants to provide for his family. And I think that's a great thing. I think that's really nice, and I think that's important. So that's what I see for you. That is what I see for you right now. Of course, readings can change every single day, so you never know. Next time you come, maybe, just maybe, be something completely different. Thank you. So you did liked and subscribed. I appreciate it. Oh, Karika told you about me. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Tell her thank you very much. I hope to see her also very soon at another show. All right, this is my last reading. Okay. Last reading. This reading is for your husband. His financial condition is not good, as business is not good. So you would like to know what's going to happen with his, with your financial condition together, right? And maybe if his business is going to pick up and go better and do better. Yeah, thank you very much, Evox. I appreciate that. So, all right, once again, this is my last reading. If you want a reading today, if you want a reading now and you want to guarantee it, you just have to donate. Donation information is across the bottom of the screen as it goes by. Or again, if your phone scans barcodes, you can scan up here for PayPal and down here for Square. I try to make it easy. I do appreciate her. What do you call it? Referring you, Evox, and that's a huge thing. If you guys enjoy the show and enjoy my readings, please tell people that you know that you think would enjoy a reading or enjoy the show themselves. Have them come to the show. I do think it would be exciting. I think it's nice to have new people always and welcome them to our family of friends. That's for sure. And that is that's a good thing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun having new people here. So thank you. All right. So your financial situation isn't good in your husband's business because your husband's business has not been going good. I think your husband is, I think he's being a bit too generous with things. And I think that's why business is not going as well as expected. I know. Not really what you want to hear. But I think that's the truth. I think that's the way it is. I think he is indecisive at times. I think people will talk to him and he isn't exactly sure what to do. And so he gives more than he should. He gives more of whatever it is. But I think he's giving, a lot. I think he's being too generous, and that's hurting the financial condition. I think it's also hurting the business. The Three of Cups tells me that you have a lot of friends. There's a lot of people around you who are willing to help to the best of their ability. And I think I think here they are. You can see where they're all together, and they do want to help. They do want to bring things to the table so that you can, to help you. But there's only so much they can do, right? There is only so much they can do. I think your husband has to take the emotions out of the business. Don't be so emotional about the business. He has to be, he's got to run it as a business. He's got to run it as a business, not as, he probably loves it. I'm sure he loves his business, and I'm sure he loves what he's doing and all that, and that's great. And those emotions are okay. But the thing is, when he's doing business and when he's got, when he's doing some type of a business deal, I believe he really needs to keep the emotions out of it, because that is going to make things difficult for him. That's not going to help. And I think bringing emotions into it is what makes things so tough. I think he needs to save his money, right? He again, this card's all about being generous, and I think he does not need to be generous. He needs to save. He needs to, he needs to be a little more selfish when it comes to the business and making money. He needs, I wouldn't say to be greedy, but he needs to save. He needs to hold on to everything you guys have. Everything you have, he needs to hold on to it, for sure. I think he's just afraid of what's coming down the road. I think he's afraid of what's coming in the long term. So he has, built himself up a wall around him so he doesn't get hurt. So his feelings don't get hurt, so the business doesn't get hurt. I think he's clearly built himself a wall, and he is, he's trying to keep from getting hurt. So I don't know that your financial condition is going to get better until he stops with the extra generosity here, in these two places, right? Giving too much. I think he needs to be saving, and I think like I said, people are helping you, and keep his emotions out of business dealings. Those are the ways that are going to help him with his business, number one, and help you, the both of you, with your financial condition. All right, Shalou? Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Over on Facebook, of course, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be great. And also, if you would please follow my page, the Night Reader Tarot Facebook page. And again, you'll get notifications then that I am coming on, because I'm on twice a day. All right, so that was my last reading. That is the end of the show. Let me just double check for donations really fast. Let me take a look for those. And if we don't have any, then this will be the end of our show. Nope, I don't have any donations. So that will be the end of our show. I hope you all had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Again, I will be back tonight at 8:30 p.m. And don't forget, starting tomorrow, Daily Tarot Tips will be starting. That's exciting. I'm quite excited about that. And also, we have Freebie Fridays on Instagram. So, things to keep in mind. All right. I will see you all later. I will see you all tonight. I hope 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for those of you who can make it. All right. Have a great rest of your day or rest of your night. Either way. And I will